Oh, hey, Princess. And hey, I'm Rachi. Thanks for joining me. I'm just trying to connect on my page here. Okay, so I think I'm all good here. So let me just say hi to the ladies. Okay. So hi, everyone. So hi, everyone. My name is Jaleese, and this is Infinite Modesty Design. So if anyone is on my live right now, whether you're in the group, there is a link. You could come in and just do a little live chat with us. We will be doing a sew along, and I would, you know what? I'm just gonna give you guys the measurement for those who, because I did send the measurement for the sew along, and if you it's all scrap fabric. Jennifer, you have scrap fabric hanging around?
Yeah.
No? Yes? You always have scrap fabric, girl.
Always have scrap fabric.
So guys, we have scrap fabric here. I have this is like 13, roughly 13 by 9. So 2 pieces of 13 by 9. We're just gonna be making a little sew along purse while I'm chatting with these wonderful ladies here with me. So 2 fabric 13 by 9, and then 2 pieces of 13 by 9, and then 2 pieces of let me see, 2 pieces of what? 2 pieces of 9 by 8.
9 by 8.
Yeah, 9 by 8, roughly 9 by 8. And I don't know, I am interfacing on mine. If you don't have interfacing, don't even bother stress.
Yeah, but I have interfacing.
Yeah, so if you have interface, you iron it on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you doing, Princess? I didn't I hope you get time to actually look over the video. And yeah, how are you doing? Okay, so I'm just gonna say hi to my wonderful ladies here. Some of my ladies here, they have been on lives with me. They have actually done classes with me. So it's interactive today. It's not just me talking. Everybody gonna be talking. And for everyone who just joining me, thank you. And also, if you just joining me, you could kindly help me share on my Facebook page. That would be nice. So hi, Angela. Hi, Angela, how you doing? So Claudia, I think, okay, she's still on. No worries, no worries. Don't worry, just do your work. You don't have to. I was just wondering if you're still here.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm watching. And
no worries, no worries.
I will try it after you post the video.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna let those lovely ladies introduce themselves, of course. So I am seeing actually from my, but Barbara, if you can't able to participate, no worries. You could just say, you don't have to. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No worries. So the next person I'm gonna call on is what have you is Christine. Christine. So hey, Christine.
Hi. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
So Kristen, actually, I met her on one of my my sew along. So Kristen, what did you make with us? What did you make with Infinite Modesty Design?
I made a wrap skirt.
She made a wrap skirt. So I'm gonna ask you, was it like, have you been sewing before, Christine?
No, I started making masks like during the pandemic, and that was it. I never made clothes until you taught us how to make the skirt.
Okay, so I like that. Awesome. And you know the funny thing, I met a lot of people who actually, let me see if I'm on live here. I met a lot of people who actually started making face masks and really get hooked on it. And they enjoy, because you know, you just take a piece of fabric and you start making something, and all of a sudden it come out so beautiful. So yeah, so I guess that was your journey too, right? It was just too good, you have to continue.
That was it. And the class was great. So yeah, it was good.
There you go. Exactly. So thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you joining me today. So next, I think I have on the list, I think it's Jennifer. Is it Jennifer? Yes, Miss Jennifer. So Jennifer, how did you connect with us? How did you connect with Infinite Modesty Design?
Jaleese, that was so long ago, since 2018.
Girl, tell me about it. Just let us know about it.
I was home one day and I always wanted to sew. I always wanted to. You know what fascinates me about sewing? The noise that the machine make.
Okay.
I love that. You and I both. I love that.
I know. I like that.
I love the noise that the machine makes. So sometimes I would just go on it and just let it, just put a piece of cloth just to hear the sound of it.
That was motivation right there, girl.
I know.
Yeah, but I always wanted to learn to make something. And then
Right.
I don't know, I was going through, I type in on Facebook like sewing school in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw some in Etobicoke, in Scarborough, over in Thorncliffe and Overley over there. And I'm like, that's too far. And then
Right.
I see the one that says Bentworth, 14 Bentworth. So I'm like, okay. And it's the postal code, the first part of the postal code, I know it's around Yorkdale area, Dufferin. So I'm like, this seems like it's close. So
Right.
I looked it up and there it was, very close to me.
There you
So
go.
I called you and set up and I paid you. And I made my first lap skirt, my first circle skirt with pockets.
Right, there you go. So that was
Yeah.
our first. And I still remember Jennifer because those time was like I was freshly opened the studio,
Yeah.
2018, and I think I can't remember what number, but I was counting the number of classes. But you was like in the top numbers when I just opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I make it my business. Anytime you have anything and I'm available, or I have the money and you're selling something, I'm gonna buy it. Even if I don't understand it, I am going to buy it.
Of course. I was freshly opened the studio, 2018, and I think I can't remember what
guys.
number. But sorry guys, I actually yeah, go ahead. I actually opened
Yeah.
the
So and then if I don't understand something and I can't get, or I don't want to ask you, I can ask my mom because my mom sews.
Right.
I actually sent her a machine and she's telling me, I told her I have the pattern. So she's telling me, oh, I can't wait for you to send them for me. Hurry up.
Right. So Jennifer already prepared for the advanced class already. That's to tell you. Because
Wow.
she already have her patterns and all the patterns on the website we have to sell for the advanced class. She's ready, I'm telling you. So yeah. So
I'm determined to learn.
very determined. Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
All right.
You're one of the best teachers I ever have. I can bother you anytime.
Well, we thank God. Everyone is unique in their own special way, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thankful that you say that I'm unique to you. So I'm really thankful for that.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So hi, Rosemary, and hi, so Angela, yes, you can't wait to make your own line dress. Of course, girl, definitely you're in the right place for sure. Thanks for Rosemary for joining me. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone for joining me. So yeah, we still have a couple more. We're just gonna chat to see how the experience. And Jennifer, you have done online classes. Like I said, you always follow me. So how was the online learning for you? Like how was it?
It was good. It was good. It was good. I encountered some problems, but you know, I never gave up. I reached out to get help and so on, and you know, it was good.
Okay, good.
I will definitely continue as long as my work permit me to. I will continue.
There you go. Awesome. Absolutely. I like that. So I'm just going to refresh for the online class is going to be ongoing. And the online class is not like in the in-studio class because we don't know how things going to go right now.
Yeah.
So the online class is a little bit more tailored for, if you're a beginner, it's tailored for beginners because we'll take our time to pretty much step, because it's online. I can't rush you. I can't, you know, I have to make sure I hold your hands really step by step. So that's what the beginners class is all about. And we have rolled it out. It should be starting in January the 4th. We want to start it. Although all depends on other people's feedback. Depends, it would be different days, different times. And online class is, okay, no problem. No problem at all, Rosemary. Of course, listening is good. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. So the online class again is going to be right now, because I want people to take action, it's only $25 a month for now though, because you're getting 1 hour per week, and 1 hour per week is a lot. Is a lot. 1 hour per week.
Yeah.
I really want people to actually take action. Many people have contacted me and buy a sewing machine. Like Lucille, she's on here. She bought a sewing machine. A few other people bought a sewing machine. Some people have sewing machine and haven't been using it for a long time. And when they make me, they start using it. So I don't want to disappoint anyone, as well as I don't want to disappoint myself. I want to make sure that I'm here to actually deliver what I say, what I say I would. And it's to help you to get your sewing and fashion journey off the ground. Because I know a lot of people have a machine and it just in the box somewhere, just can't, I'm going to use this machine one day I'll make a dress, and one day never come. So that's my goal, my desire. Like Rosemary, I remember Rosemary when you came to my class, and Rosemary was one of my in-studio students. And I said, have you been sewing? She's like, because every time I'm on live, she's doing sew along. She even doing a lot of stuff and post in the group. And I said, have you been sewing before? She said, yes, but have you been sewing regularly? She said, no. So she was so happy that, she met with me, connected with me. And I'm happy that I met her too, because one thing is not just, it's all about me. No, it's if you guys didn't respond to me, then it had to be a two-way street, right? Yeah. It's not just me or Jaleese. No. It's about Jennifer. It's about Miss Dana. It's about Rosemary. It's about everyone here who is online. If you guys ever respond to my post, you say like my post or share my post or something, then I wouldn't be here. So I'm very much thankful for everyone who have been supporting me. Whether you take any of my free classes, you like my Facebook page, you just maybe share. Maybe you never even do nothing, but you just see me, once in a while. That is enough to say thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys.
My mom watches you every day.
You see, and your mom is from where? She lives in St. Vincent, right?
St. Vincent.
Yes, Rosemary. You see, Rosemary said for sure. So you see, absolutely. Alvicia, I don't know if you still want to join, because I'm not sure if you're online, but if you want to join, you can still connect. I'm still here. Yeah. So thank you for sharing that, Jennifer. I really appreciate it.
When I speak to her tonight, she's gonna say, "Oh, I see Jaleese was online."
I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and she's so back home, right? Like she
yeah,
so hardcore, yeah. So awesome.
Yeah.
So
she watches the things you do, and sometimes she watches it, and she say, "Oh, I can make that."
There because why not, right?
She's telling me, she said, "I can make that lap skirt. I can make it." Yeah.
So I'm so happy. I'm so happy for that, guys. I'm so happy. So let me just hear from a few more people. Let me see who else in it. So Miss Dana, Claudia, are you? If you're busy, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm watching you guys.
Are you able to just share a little bit of story, just how you connected with us and your passion?
Definitely. Oh yes. From a little girl, I had this passion of wanting to sew, and like Jennifer said, the sound of that machine, especially when I listen to Jaleese online with that Juki machine. So as a little girl, I used to watch my mom's auntie who used to make my school uniform. I'm from St. Lucia, right? Okay. And I used to just sit at home sometimes and put my feet on a little footstool and try to pedal it with my feet.
Pedal it like the machine.
Yeah. I used to imitate that, right?
Right.
And I always had it in the back of my mind. When I came to Canada, there was Sears, and I used to walk through Sears and watch all the machines. I actually bought a Kenmore, like I was telling her. Never used it. My mom used it and one of my cousins. But I always had this urge. And then I went online and I started typing, seamstresses, or I looked at Centennial College for classes. I looked at Seneca, and I said, Seneca is too far. Mm-hmm. And then I came across Jaleese and on Facebook, and I got hooked to watching Jaleese, and she just put this idea in my head, and I wrote to her on Messenger, and then I asked her, where are you located? And, and all this, I started questioning her. And finally she said she's in the West End, and I was heartbroken knowing she was in the West End and not Scarborough. And then I never stopped. And when the pandemic came on, like before it came on, my son, like I was telling her earlier on, saw this machine, the heavy duty. And he said to me, Mommy, you wanted a machine. This is dirt cheap. It's not even $200.
Right.
I ordered the machine, and that was the motivation. Buying the machine motivated me to do something.
Right.
And when Julie started introducing the online, like she said, she didn't know how it would fly, but everybody was turning to the online world.
Right.
So I started watching, and I think I'll be able to follow her online. I know nothing. I'm a beginner, really. What do I know? Will I be? I needed her beside me. And then I said, you know what? When I did that wrap skirt, that was it. And I decided, and imagine I'm out there selling Gillis to people. I think I've told at least 5 or 6 people about Gillis in person at Fabricland.
So she worked in marketing, just to give you guys a tip. She's a marketing expert.
Marketing and sales is my background. And so I went to every weekend. I'm at Fabricland buying fabric, and I don't know how to sew.
I think Miss Dana gonna have to rebuttal that one for sure.
So I went ahead, and I have about 8 pieces of different fabrics, like 3 meters each, 2 meters. I'm just buying, right? And, and every color thread you can think of. I have a thread holder. I have different spools. I have, you just name it. I bought a ruler. I'm just ready.
You're ready to sew. Absolutely.
So I must say that Julius has really put that motivation in me even more. And now I am determined and I am ready to start the beginners. And it's all because of Julius. And she has, I don't know where she gets. Do you manufacture patience? Because I don't know, you're forever smiling. Like you're not, like you 10 people could be asking you something during class online and you attend to all of us with ease and with a smile. You don't know how much that motivates somebody who's a beginner. And sometimes I feel I'm frustrating you.
Yeah. I feel so too sometimes, yeah.
But you were born to be a teacher. And you know what? Like I always say to you, thank you for blessing us with the skills that the Lord has blessed you with. You have no idea the change you're bringing into a lot of us. So that said, Julius, you have what it takes to take me to where I want to go. Thank you.
Amen. Amen, my sister. We thank God for everything. I really appreciate. And like I said again, so thank you so much for that, Claudia. Like I said, without the support of Jennifer and Claudia and everybody in my group and everyone on my page, this would not have been possible. So also I want to thank you, Claudia, and thank everyone as 100, even more. Thank you guys more, because with you guys being here, it actually motivate me to even want to do more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there you go. Awesome. So thank you so much for sharing that. So as before I go to the next, there's the next person, of course. I would, so Ms. Dana, you had to prepare to say something quick, of course. I don't, and who is on iPod? I'm not sure. Alvicia, is that you? If you can't speak, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, so I want to say for all who's on my Facebook page, if you could kindly, or if anyone have 2 screen, I could kindly share if you did already, no problem. But if you didn't, if you could share the live on my Facebook page, not in my group. You can't really share it from the group. But if you could share it from my page, you could actually kindly help me reach, more people that might be interested in sewing.
I did that already.
Yeah, I saw you did it. Thank you so much.
I don't even know how to do it.
I don't know how to get out of this to go do that, Julie. I would have to do it after. And sometimes when you post up after, you don't see no share button. All you see is a like and comment and no share button.
No, in the group, Jennifer, there is no share. But if I think you could actually share the group. I'm not sure the whole entire group, but I'm not sure. But if you go on the actual Facebook page, you know the Facebook page now, right? Then you could actually share. Yeah, you could share from the page. So
I'm still on Zoom.
Yeah, don't worry. If you don't know, Barbara, don't even think, because you might end up throwing yourself out and you don't know how to. Yeah, so we don't want that. So that's okay. So whenever you finish, and anyone who's watching me right now, if you could kindly help me share it from my page, that would be excellent. That would be excellent.
Yes.
All right. So before I just take someone else, I want to let you guys know that the goal here for me, at least for coming online, of course, COVID actually have shifted many of us focus. You could say, okay, you know what, that's it for me. Let me close shop and gone somewhere. Or you could decide, okay, let me just try something online. And one thing I realized is that sewing could be done at any level. I did a couple of free classes to see, how people respond and how do they like the class. Am I too rough? Am I too fast? Am I too, you know what I mean? Like, I think that was in March, March or April, I started some free class. We made a skirt. One of the little skirt I made the other day, I don't know where my dolly is. But Jennifer, you was there, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I see people respond. Actually, the response was like, wow. And I was actually learning from everyone. I was learning, okay, how do I man over the camera? How do I, and everything just kind of fall into place. And then I start teaching. People start contacting me. I have clients to teach online. Then, so that was my motivator to actually bring the beginners class. So for anyone who's watching me, we are rolling out a beginners class. So the beginners class now is going to be pure beginners. You don't know about the sewing machine. You want to change the needle. You want to change the foot. You want to thread the machine. You want to learn to a straight stitch. You want to learn about the different stitches. You want to learn about how to clean your machine, how to, I don't know, like back stitch. We're going to go step by step. Then once we competent on that step by step, we're going to make seams, like how to make a seams, how to keep your seams straight. Because, one thing I have to tell you, especially when I'm teaching online, and I will tell you because I don't know if some of my students is on here right now. If you're making a zipper or any garment, for instance, if that seam doesn't stay to that, if you decide, okay, beside my easing and my allowances and everything, and you put my seam allowance is 1/2 inch, and you make a mistake and put 1 inch, and then when you finish, you want to scratching your head, well, what did I did wrong? I just can't figure it out. And it's all about that because you didn't follow the guideline that you create. Like, for instance, if I make my own pattern, you know what I mean? I teach you how to make your own pattern. You want to make sure you stick to that 1/2 inch or that 1 inch or whatever it is. And I learn all these things from teaching because sometimes when I teach and we make a skirt, we got to put a pocket. Then the pocket is high and low. And, all those little, you know what I mean? If your seam is not aligned, you know what I mean, Miss Dana? If your seam is not aligned, then at the end of the day,
once it's not aligned, it's true. Everything else.
Everything is haywire. And some people may not know as simple as that. So all these things I would take, I'll be making sure that you guys understand it step by step. It's not just making, the gather skirt, I bring it on because the gather skirt is a very easy skirt to make.
Yeah, it's the simplest one.
Yeah, it's one of the simplest skirt to make. And I would always have the class if anyone want to try it out. And again, I have videos to supplement. So if I'm not on the live, we'll have the video and the video really explain. But if you really want to get deep into sewing, like you really want to take your sewing higher and top notch, then the beginner's class. Like Jennifer.
Go high.
There you go. Exactly. So the beginner's class is definitely the goal. Now, if you pass beginner, no problem. And I said, okay, you know what, Julius, I want to take your dressmaking class. Well, my best advice to you is to take our intermediate class. Because the intermediate class now going to show you the little samples that we learned. I think Miss Dana, you had learned that too in Seneca College.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Dana, how much did you pay in Seneca again? How much was the course?
It was $8,000.
$8,000 she paid those in the big colleges. She paid $8,000 for that course.
And it was in the 90s, so it's more now.
Tell me about it, girls. It was in the 90s. She paid $8,000. I was just part-time paying. I think was, how much was I paying? Another $200 or $300 every so and so. I was just paying, but it adds up, it adds up, right?
I had to get OSAP.
She get OSAP, right? I think I was, because I just came up here at the time, it was years ago anyway, and I was just paying piece by piece by piece because I was so passionate about sewing. I wanted to, I wanted to learn the Canadian standard. That was the thing for me. So she paid $8,000, and that's the same thing I'll be teaching in the intermediate class, and it's very, very cheap actually for now. As more people start signing up, of course, the price would go up. But for now, because I want people to take action, I want people to start learning. You want to make a full dress, the intermediate class is somewhere you want to start because it helps you. You would know how to make the armhole, the sleeve, the collar, the neckline, the placket, there's so many other names I can't think about right now. But you will learn the little samples. So once you go to the bigger project now, like a big dress, then it's easier. I said, okay, do that because we did it in our intermediate class. It would make sense to you. Everything would connect and it would like, wow. All you have to do now is to understand the pattern, how to calculate the pattern, how to connect the patterns. And again, pattern is something that we do have the patterns on sale. when you're ready for that intermediate advanced classes. All right. So we do have all these on sales for you. So I just wanted to let you know that definitely you want to save money, because I'm not deeming seamstress. I have seamstress friends, but if you learn it yourself, you save money.
Yeah.
So agree? Everyone agree, right? Even Miss Dana right now is actually a seamstress, and I'm not taking her clients for sure. But I'm just telling you, she would tell her the same thing. She would tell you exactly. You could go to her, and that's fine. I would actually, if anyone want to learn to sew right now, if anyone have a garment to make and you're in Canada, and you said, okay, Jillis, I want you to show an outfit, I would send you to Miss Dana, 100%. That's something I'm not playing with, because I know she's a seamstress. I will connect with her and say, okay, look, I have this person want to sew a dress. Are you available? I would do that. However, if you want to learn to make the dress, right, then that's where I come in and I will show you, of course, step by step how to make it. And of course, you know, you'll be happy because you'll be saving money there big time, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's a key for learning to sew. Again, it would even allow you to make money, because sometimes when you know how to sew, probably you can make a dress for your I don't know, for someone. Somebody say, girl, I love that skirt. I say, okay, no problem. Show me your money and I'll show you how to. I'll definitely make it for you. You know what I mean? So that's a plus for you. You'll save money and you could also make money by learning it.
Start a business.
Exactly. Yes, dear.
See, just like this, let me put up my camera big so you could see.
It's okay. You're on, everybody on Square Street.
Everybody could see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, see, just like this. I pay $100 and something for this dress.
Okay.
One of these days, I want to learn to make dress like this for myself, so I don't have to buy.
There you go. So Jennifer, thank you for sharing that. You see what I'm saying? And
yeah,
the good is still cheap. Something you pay what? How much?
That's still cheap. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's very cheap, Jennifer. Trust me.
Normally it's like that. Is that a ball gown?
$120, right?
Yeah.
It's a ball gown?
Yeah.
It's a ball gown.
Normally a ball gown is about $300.
Yeah, even by me, there's a place here, $300-$600. You get your address, $600. See what I'm saying?
Come on, just
well, what about those big names, Miss Dana? Those big names, what? Those fancy names, thousands of dollars. Check it out.
Lord, you don't want Donna. What's her name? Donna.
Donna.
You know those expensive designers.
Yeah.
Right.
Vera Wong and all those people.
Right, exactly. So someone asked if I issue certificate for the class. So that's a great question. So I do not do, if I go to issue certificate, I would charge like the big.
You have to charge more.
Yeah. So I could give, like, if someone say, because Judith, can I give certificate for maybe whatever reason, I could give certificate of participation. Right. You because I'm a recognized business, of course, but you will get us, your name would be there that you did take sewing lessons with Infinite Models Design. But if I go to your top class certificate where you could use for, I don't know.
You have to be registered as a school. I
have to be registered like a school blast school. Yeah. Right.
And then the fee would be more.
It would be thousands of dollars I would charge.
$25.
Tell me about it.
You pay that for the certificate alone.
To answer your question, Louis Omela, so you could get a certificate of participation, a regular certificate if you just want a certificate of participation, but certificates to be recognized where, you know, you could go to apply to one of those big time college. Of course, it would be thousands of dollars, and no. The answer for that is no. Yes.
It's like you're doing us a favor. Right about now, it's like you're doing us a favor.
Exactly. It's just what we love. We don't care about certificate.
We don't care about certificate as long as me learn.
Right.
Exactly. The certificate don't prove nothing.
There you go.
The learning is already in your head. The certificate is
exactly. No,
it's
you're
just
right.
Something to, if you want to show, say you did something, but it.
Gillis, you cannot hide. You have an online family now, and that's what it is.
I cannot hide.
Your sisters.
Yes, ma'am. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to let you guys know. And also, by learning to sew online with Infinite Models Design, you avoid pain. So pain on, you break the needle, you have no clue what to do. You don't even know how to tread this machine. You don't even know. So you avoid pain because I'll be there to walk you step by step through that. To make
Yeah.
Individual.
from a pleasure.
attention.
Exactly. Yes. No, but I would give it Rosemary only if people request, because some people would request and say, okay, I'm going through certain situation and can I, because people have requests, because someone had said on the live, you should give certificate of participation moving forward. If someone asks for it, I'll be more than happy to do it, because it's not, you just print something and you put a name and you put my name.
Yeah.
It's easy. Yeah, no, it's very easy to do, no problem, but the person have to request it. If the person don't request it, it doesn't really, yeah, I could. It's not something that is hard anyway, but if the person requests, it's easy for me to do, not hard at all. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so let me see who else didn't talk with us today. So Miss Dana, so you want to say Christine? Kristen, did you I think she did. She said she did like face mask. Yes, she did.
To speak.
Okay.
Yes, she did. So Miss Dana, I've seen iPhone. I don't know whose iPhone.
Yeah, it's me. iPhone 8 Plus is me.
Okay, so there's another iPhone that is, I don't know if it's Alvita, is that you? I'm not sure who's it. Okay, so Miss Dana, you can just say something briefly and then we would
Well, I've been in sewing since I was 17 in high school. And then once I finished high school, I applied to Seneca and I went there for a year. It was a 2-year course. I only did one after, in the middle of it. I'm like, this is not gonna make me any money.
Right.
So I dropped out and I did other things. I did travel and tourism, I did mortgage, I did all kind of things. And then eventually I came back to sewing. I had my machine in my closet. If I want to fix something, I take it out, fix it, and put it back.
Right.
In the box, still for about 10 years.
Oh boy.
Wow.
And then I think when I decided to look, I did see your name and I did call you, but you were a little far because remember I'm in Newmarket.
Yeah.
And,
I remember you well. I remember you well, yeah.
Yeah. I called and I said, I want to get back into sewing. And you said, sure, you can take my class. But then it was a little far. Right. Then I found one that was closer, but it's of the other persuasion. Okay. And I took a lot of courses from them because they're up here in my neck of the woods.
Right, yeah.
Paid thousands of dollars to learn, well, after they started, I'm like, I already know this, but you know, when you don't, you think you've forgotten everything. Yeah, so.
That's it.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting from Ms. Dana, you see, so she didn't go to Seneca just like me, but years ago, but she had stopped. And that's the thing. Once you stop, you put the machine down and you say, okay, you know what? Maybe tomorrow, maybe you forget. Right, Ms. Dana?
Next thing you know, 10 years pass, 15 years pass.
There you go. There you go. So
life happens, you have kids, you get to that 5 kids in between that.
You see what I'm saying? So you
and then after that, you don't have time.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's it there. So you see, so definitely, guys, I know people contact me and they have bought the machine. My goal is not to have you sit on have the machine sit there and make dust like I have. It's really to let's. So that's why I try my best to say we're gonna do at least once a week, so at least every week. And if to say there's a shift in anything, then at least we will be always on the machine, whether it's once a week, once every 2 weeks, or however the case may be. Once I roll out the next schedule, for now I have it once a week for the next 3 months, starting in January. That's the beginners class, the intermediates class as well. I have that's another level. But I want people to take action, not just buy a machine and do one project and that's it, right? And the beauty about it is that once you, like Jennifer take my in-studio class and Miss Rosemary is online, she take my in-studio class. When you take the in-studio class, it's very good. We know COVID is here right now. Yeah. But the online class now is a bit cheaper, number one, and you always have me all the time compared to the in-studio class. It's way more expensive.
Yes.
Like the skirt online, I charge, it was what, $70, I think, because it was online, everybody in their own space. You know, I'm just teaching through camera. In studio now, I remember, Jennifer, I think when you took the class, do you remember how much you paid? Because you may pay a little bit cheaper. How
I
much
think,
did you pay for the class?
was it 300 or something?
No,
Is
it
300.
wasn't 300. It wasn't 300.
No, 150. I can't remember,
Yeah,
Julie.
I don't know. I think it was either 150.
When I called, it was like a
I think it was
170.
175.
175,
170.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
So when I come,
175. Yeah.
yeah, because I know when I start a little bit cheap, and then I go up a little and I go up a little and so on.
Mhm.
So right now, if anyone had to take that same guy that's here class is $250 in my studio. That's in studio, because you know I'll have to teach on the machine. I have there in my space. There's rent, there's everything all over the place. So if you want to take it online now, and which is a very easy skirt, I charge for now, because the price would definitely go up. It's $70. It would be going up just a little bit more, but it wouldn't go up to 170 because it's online. See what I'm saying? So it's always cheaper online. The beginners class is only $25 a month, guys, for 1 hour a week, and it's group. If you said, you know, I don't want this group thing, I don't want too much people to be on my space, is $45 an hour, right? And then you have me one-on-one, and you know, one hour we go $45, and then we go the next hour whenever you want.
Start over with beginners, go up again. I'll do from beginners, go up again.
Sure, right now. Absolutely. And then for the intermediate class, again, it's only $45 for now. And again, like we teach you what we learn in the college, like I just said earlier on. Okay, so I don't think I have anyone else. Alvicia, I don't know if it's Alvicia, I'm not sure who is that. So what I plan to do as well is just to talk about, I'll be doing this purse. Hopefully I finish it tonight. It's a little purse. Let me show you guys. It's just a little cute purse. And for those who want to ask me about the machine again, I wouldn't use it in my life. I'll just use my fast machine to make it go faster. So this is the machine here I've been talking about, is the Singer heavy duty machine. If you already have a machine, like, you know, if you have a Brother machine, Ms. Zina, what other machine we have? Brother.
There's Brother, there's Janomi, there's Bernina.
And more. Okay, so I haven't really too much with all of them. Yes, Princess, class begins in January, but I think all of them is pretty much the same, because I have a brother, and I think the brother is almost the same.
Yeah,
it's almost the same. So basically, I think, you know, it may just have a little bit different features. That's about it. Yeah, so if you have a machine and you want to start with the beginner, that's fine. If you don't have a machine and you say, okay, Julius, what machine should I buy? You could definitely do my recommended. Although on Amazon right now, they're so expensive. Oh my goodness. I don't, because I used to, but I think about it for $189 plus tax. No.
Yeah, that's what I did buy mine for at Costco, $189 plus tax. Yeah.
No, with tax, it was $160 something, and then with tax.
With the taxes, it come up to $180 something. Yes.
Now online, I'm telling you, now online is $500 and plus.
I saw somebody selling one in Facebook Marketplace, $550. I was like,
But you know, guys, on Amazon right now, the 40, this is the 4450, so that's why it's so expensive. It's a higher brand. The 4023 is a little bit cheaper. I think it's 2 something, or something you get it 300.
Yeah. I went on Michael's website, and I saw they have the 4452 for $279 at Trinity Commons Mall in Brampton.
So $279, right? So you have.
And by the time I go look at my account to make sure I have the money to cover it.
Hello.
Okay. Well, that's good. So $275, right? Plus tax, you guess?
$279 plus tax, yeah.
So that's not a bad price comparing to what's going on right now.
By the time I switch out and go to my account and come back to go get it,
it's
gone. Everything.
Oh, it was gone. Oh boy.
So you didn't get it?
No, it's sold out in all the Michael. I checked from Toronto all the way to Brampton, Mississauga. It's sold out. They don't have none.
Wow. So what? So Jennifer say brother is my best. Okay, so Rosemary use brother, and Rosemary, because you use mine here, and is it the same setting, right? Because I have brother machine too. It's almost the same. Just want to know.
Yeah, it's almost the same.
Yeah, so then I think have brother and different ones, so it's almost the same. So yeah, so if you guys would be interested to buy a machine, I would say go with the 4423 because it's a little bit cheap on Amazon right now. It's like two something, right? It's like, you know what? I could even do a share and look at it just briefly. It's $200 and something.
Please, Bridget.
It's two something on let me just look at Amazon. Just to Amazon. I was looking for the 44 Singer.
Yeah, mine is the 4432.
The 4432, right? Singer heavy.
Yeah.
It's all right.
You ready?
May I want back my 4452. Unless I don't get that back, I'm not happy.
But what, so look at this. You see, look at you guys can see the price here, right?
Yeah.
So you see on Amazon, the 4423 we have is $296 here on Amazon. The shipping is free. That's right now as we speak. But this is the one I just showed you here.
Whoa, 538.
How much is mine going for? 4432. Let's see.
The 4432 right now is $296 on Amazon.
There you go.
Yeah, and then the 4432 is a little bit higher brand. That one is $520. 520 on Amazon. Yeah, so they all have different rates. And you know, there's a Singer.
Yes, a Singer 44 brands, just 44. It's a lighter gray than this color here.
Let me do 4411.
That no good. I'll never buy that.
Yeah, I could tell you if somebody want to buy it and ask me for a recommendation. Well, I'll say, well, you know, it's up to you, but it's not because I've been using them in my studio, and trust me, it's not something that would actually.
What's wrong with it?
No, it just that's at the bottom. That's at the bun. That's at the bottom part. No.
Yeah, but you know what? I have a student who's online, and that was the only one that she could have found, and it was cheaper, so she bought it. But there is issue with it, Miss Dana, is it 5 something? No, my eyes and see. No. That is on Amazon right now, 5 something.
4411. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5 something. So
538.
4411?
No, because it maybe just someone have it for that. Yeah.
It's Amazon.
It's on Amazon, yeah.
Yeah, 538 plus $5 shipping.
So yes. Oh no, but I think I mean Canadian dollars. Rosemary. I'm in Canadian dollars. It's actually say Canadian, so it's 296 Canadian. She said the 44S. Let me see the 44S. I heard about that, but it's almost the same.
Yeah, thing. It's a lighter color than that one.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I never. So this is the 44. I'm not seeing it here. Okay. All right, I'm not seeing it here, but at least we see the 23.
That's my machine right there. No, that's not it. No, not that. That's not it.
One of them here. This one here, so?
No.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna cancel now. I just wanted to see how it actually. I am looking at someone here is coming in. So there's a lot of noise. Galaxy J6. Who is Galaxy J6?
The Barbara, I believe.
Okay, let me. Oh, Barbara. Okay, let me just mute her a bit. Let me see if I can mute. I don't even know how this thing works now. Okay, I ain't hearing it anymore. Barbara. Okay, so I'm gonna mute everyone. So hi Mary, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna mute everyone. If the noise continues, I'm gonna mute everyone, and you could unmute yourself. Okay, guys? Yeah. So hi, Mama B, thanks for joining me. And hi, Keto, thanks for joining me. So hi, Mary, thanks for joining me today. You're on mute. How are you? You're on mute. We're not hearing you that well.
Good.
That's good. That's good.
I'm good.
That's good. First time I'm e-meeting you. So we're just gonna say hi and what is your passion? Where did your passion for fashion started?
When I was growing up, I had to make all my clothes, and I haven't sewn in a while. Probably about 20 years.
Wow.
So
Also, you was making your clothes when you was growing up?
Yes.
Nice, very nice, awesome. So right now, how long have you not sewn on a machine?
Well, I can, I make quilts out of old blue jeans, but they're just squares.
Okay.
Last time I sewed, I had trouble following directions.
Because you haven't sewed for so long, I guess, right?
Yeah. Comprehension, I guess you'd say.
Right. So it's the same thing as Ms. Dana, what we were saying earlier. Once you put the machine down and you haven't touched it for a long time, you tend to forget. Would you say that?
Yeah.
Exactly. You need that refresher again. Awesome. So nice to have you. How did you find out and where are you located, sorry, right now?
Salisbury, North Carolina in the United States.
You're in the United States. Very nice. And how did you connect with us?
I just came up on something I was looking at. and I'd like some samples of the way you were showing people how to make stuff without patterns.
Right. Okay.
It's hard for me to follow directions on patterns, but I can watch you do something and probably do it.
Awesome. So I'm so happy to have you on today. I'm very, very happy to have you on. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so here you have it, guys. If you put down your machine for a while, you see this Mary and Miss Dana here have been sewing for a long time. And if you put down your machine, you forget. So that's what we're all about, to make sure that that machine keep on running at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. That's the goal here. Okay, so I am going to start. I have a little project. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do the project here. I'm going to use my fast machine. I won't use the domestic machine. And you guys could, the video would always be there to watch the video if you need to. But we're going to be making a little fabric wallet. Now, I just made that today, just kind of quick. I was thinking about a wallet for a long time, and I just, I want to make a sew along today, but I wasn't sure what. And I cut some fabric and decided, okay, I'm just going to do this. So this is a little wallet here. We have the purse, the button. I'm going to try to make a buttonhole stitch with my machine. I'll try to make it quick though, because we have been on for a while. And we have the, you could put your money in here, and then you can put all your credit cards or your driver's license in this compartment. So that's what we're gonna do today. And if you guys wanna follow along, no problem. I wouldn't be going, oh, okay, next step. I'm just gonna be doing it and actually explaining, and then the video would be there, of course, if you wanna always follow along after the live, and we'll wrap today. So that's a little purse we're gonna be making here today. All right, so thanks everyone for joining me. So I'm gonna start. I have my iron. I have my buttons. I'm hoping, I have a whole button here. I don't decide which one I'm gonna use. I have my iron, just making sure it's hot. So the first thing we're gonna do, we have 2 pieces of fabric here. And then I will be doing a live sew along, I think maybe the first week in January. I'm gonna send out emails about it for who wanna sign up. It would be either making an elastic waistband skirt, something very, very simple that we could always do it on Zoom together. So I will send out a link so people could register maybe sometime this week or next week, I'm not sure, okay? So everyone could actually get to follow me along step by step. So we're gonna be doing is 2 pieces of fabric. You're gonna wanna have here is, let's say 13 by 9, I said, right? 13 by 9, yeah, 13 by 9 inches. So you need 2 pieces of 13 by 9 inches. So I'm gonna rest this aside because I'm gonna use it in a bit. Then we have another 2-piece here.
You know what I mean?
And that 2-piece is 9 by 8. Yeah, 9 by 8 inches. So 9 by 8 inches here, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fold this 2-piece, right sides touching right sides, making sure that this is the 9 inches side, because the 9 inches we wanna connect to the other. So this is the 9, perfect. So we're gonna fold it like this. So we're gonna fold it in half. And once we fold it in half, we're gonna sew half an inch seam allowance down. So the both of them we're gonna fold in half. I may not put pins because I'm just gonna making sure that it's just quickly done. Right, so we're gonna fold the both of them in half, and then we're gonna sew half an inch down. I'm gonna just move my fabric here. I have to leave because, okay, no worries. No worries, Alvicia, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you joining me. No worries at all. No worries at all. So I'm just gonna bring, so most of the time I'm just gonna have the machine on and explain what I'm doing, that's all. That's all I'm gonna be doing right now. So hopefully the machine obey me today and it doesn't give me any trouble. Sometimes the thread cut. So I'm gonna do half an inch by my 8 by 9 pieces, half an inch on both sides. So if you're following along, you could just do the half an inch down. Making sure you can see very well. Okay, good. Half an inch on the both of them. Taking my time, go down. So what was the last thing, I'm just gonna ask everybody on the live here. What was the last project you guys made recently? Anything you made, Jennifer, Miss Dana?
I'm still trying on my jacket, but it's beating me.
I made a skirt on Sunday in 1 hour.
What did you do, Miss Dana?
I made a paper bag waist skirt.
There you go. All right. In 1 hour, right?
Yeah, because she was coming. She told me from this Saturday she's coming to Ottawa, from Ottawa.
Right, right.
She was coming to visit her friend and she was gonna stop by. So about 12 o'clock she called me and said she's gonna leave where she was in Vaughan.
Right.
And come and pick up this skirt. And I had forgotten that she had asked me to make a skirt for her.
So you just had to whip up it quick,
So
right?
You're right, I had to whip it up quick. She's like, wow, you're fast.
All right, awesome. So guys, now
just send me pictures of it, I'll post it.
Right. Okay, awesome. Okay, so now that we do the half an inch, we're gonna turn the fabric now. So you're gonna turn it like this, and then we're gonna iron it. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just turning it now, and then I'm gonna iron it. Oh, so one person, I think, who was on the, I don't know if anyone was on the live here with us making the crossbody bag. So Princess say that my crossbody bag is the best thing. She is going to it's going to be a gift for her niece, right? So remember you guys saw the little purse that was flashing in the group?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a little free class we made. I think, do I have it here? Oh yeah, I have it here. Let me show you guys. It was something.
Did you post the video for that one?
You know
no,
what?
I asked her. I think it's on YouTube.
No, it's not yet. I have it actually on my iMovie to edit.
Okay.
And it's there from since. So if I find the time tonight, I'll edit it and post it because I need to post it. But
I want to make it over the holidays.
Okay, good. Because I have a YouTube video that you could follow. It's just I need to post it, girl. So don't
Great,
worry.
thank you.
Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, now you're making of course, girl. Okay, so now you're gonna iron this. So iron this. So I'm just gonna iron it here. I want to just iron it down. So I'm gonna come back. So my iron have to be hot. So once we iron it, then we will take the other piece and then we'll start working on our little purse here. This is such a cute little. You know, the funny thing is when you start making things, you get little ideas just to kind of make things. So that's where this come from. So let's hope it come out. Where's design? Okay. All right, good. So we're gonna iron this. So we're just gonna iron it taut, just like that. Make life easy. So nice and taut. And then I'm gonna post the whole live here. I'm gonna post it so like this. You iron the both of them. So I'm just gonna kind of hand wash here so the seam could stay really, really nice. Really, really, really nicely. And I'm gonna iron it down. Okay. All right. Where's my pins? Okay, so now let me just get my pins here. So the next thing I want to do here now. So I have my 9x8. I just iron it down. So let me just rest it aside a bit. Now, for this now, I want to make like a nice V shape. Hopefully come out. This one didn't come out that straight, but hopefully the other one come out straight. You could also leave it flat like that if you want, or curve it. So in order to get my V shape, I'm gonna take my fabric and I'm gonna touch right sides, touching right sides, right like that. And I'm gonna do it on both of them, but I'll do one first and I'll use the other one just to copy it. So I'm just making it crisp. You could also iron just to get the crisp nicely here. And once you've done that, I'll take my tape measurement and I'll measure maybe 1.5 inch down. 1.5 inch down is fine. I think I had went down too much. Oh, 1 3/4 inch. So let me just mark it here. So you could just go down 1 3/4 inch, and I'm gonna show you. We're gonna go down. I just go down 1 3/4 inch. Right. So from the top here, I could just go down. Let me just fold this here. So I go down 1 3/4 inch from the top. So from the top of my, so I just fold this in half. And this is the wrong side. I'm gonna mark on the wrong side. So 1 1/4 inch down from the top. And this is what I'm gonna do. So once I mark it, where's my ruler? Okay, I got it. Then I'm gonna mark from the peak here to, and I will show you guys. So here. So I just mark it from here down to the 1 1/4 inch, 1 3/4 inch, sorry. And then I'm gonna just slice this part off. I don't want that extra part. Okay, and when I'm sewing, then somebody else could tell me what they make. So think about what did you make recently? Okay, so I'm just gonna slice it off. So once I slice it off, it looks something like this, all right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take, because I need the other side of the bag to be the exact same thing. Just to clone it, I just did one at a time. You could also do two at the same time. Now I'm gonna just take this and trim it out. So just take this, put it over this and trim it out. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do here. So I'm just gonna pin it, same thing, like just pin it over to make sure I get the exact same shape. One thing in sewing is that the good thing is that when you're cutting it, you need to cut like the both of them on the same time, so everything could be identical. But because I know, kind of have an idea, I did it one at a time. I would have to pin it and all that. I didn't have all that time. So I'm just pinning it here on the other one, and I'm gonna cut it out. So everything would be pretty much the same. So let's see, right, so yeah, just put it over it, I pin it, so I'm just gonna cut that part out. Same exact thing. So both of them would be the same. Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna unpin this now because I'm done. And then we're gonna work on we're gonna work with one piece now. So I'm gonna put one piece aside and I'm gonna work with one piece. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna take this and put them together. So make sure you could also make sure you put the full side together and then the sewn side together. So I'm just gonna put them together, like tween them together. That's pretty much it. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna just put a needle, a pin, just to kind of keep them together neatly. So pin them together neatly, just like this.
Are those two separate pieces or is that one piece?
Yes, that's two separate pieces. Yeah.
Oh, so the first two that you did.
Yes, that is the first two that I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you sew those all the way to the end on those, the first two?
I sew them on the 8. Remember I said on the 8 inches side, so I fold them together.
Okay, okay.
If you sew them to the end.
Yeah, to the end, yeah. Like you sewed it all the way down?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And you left the ends open?
Right, so there's a hole in it, yes.
Okay, got it.
So you gotta always watch the replay for sure. And yeah. Okay, so I put, so this is the 2 pieces that I sewed together, it's together here now. Good? All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I am gonna fold it and iron it because I want a crisp. So I'll fold it together just like this and I'm gonna iron it together nice middle crisp. Because I want that wallet part in. So just gonna iron it to get that crease there. Okay. All right, so I kind of get that crease in the middle, right? So what I'm gonna do, so now I'm gonna just do a back stitch here, sew it right down. So because I want a line in the middle, so I can separate my wallet and all kind of thing, right? Right, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now. I'm gonna to put all my credit cards and my whoever, so that's what we're gonna do here. So let me go ahead and put it down.
You need a stitch in the ditch foot.
No, this is not in the ditch though.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not in the ditch. This is just regular. It's just a regular stitch. Yeah, it's just a regular. I would just want to sew the both of them down together. That's it. So I could separate them. Okay, let's go. Hope everyone's seen. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. When you're doing it with the domestic machine, because some of the fabric could be thick, because I also have interfacing, you just have to take your time. Yeah, you have to take your, like Christine, when you're doing it, just take your time. You have to take your time. Okay. If you have a domestic machine, because it's thick fabric as well. For mine is a little bit thick because the cotton is a little bit heavy here.
Okay.
Okay. So now I have this here, right? So it's a full hole here, right? But I wanted that separate part. So I am gonna, next step now, I'm gonna take this part here now, and I'm gonna put this in the very bottom here. So I'm gonna pin it in the very bottom here. So let me show you. I'm gonna pin it 1 inch up. So I'm gonna go 1 inch from the bottom. So let me pin it first. 1 inch up from the bottom, and then I'm gonna pin.
It's pretty cute.
The fabric, right?
Yeah, and what you're doing with the little compartments inside it. I know. It's a cute little. I know the thing is, I need a purse, so I guess I just look at one of my dress, and if I have scrap fabric, make a purse that match my dress, and I'm ready to go, right? There you go. All right, so I'm just gonna pin. So again, I'm pinning everything together. I'm just gonna pin the other side, and I'll show you guys. And it's always good to work with a guide. So you see, I came 1 inch up, and I'll show you in a bit. Because when you finish, once you work with a guide, it makes life easier. It's not. So this is it here. So I just pin it. So I come 1 inch up from here, 1 inch up from here. I make sure I do 1 inch, 1 inch, just to make sure everything is level. And then I pin it up here. So this is up here because you're not able to see it. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sew this down because I don't want my wallet to fall out. So I'm gonna sew. I don't want my, my whatever. My chain. I don't want my change to fall out. So I'm gonna do a little stitch here. Maybe a 1 inch stitch. If you can, if not, you could just do 1/2 inch. No big deal. The goal is that you just want to make sure you seal this down. That's the actual goal. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and just seal that down. Okay. Make sure that everything is, make sure the both of them is all. So with the industrial machine, it goes through like nothing, but with the domestic machine, it would take, because of the thickness, it might take a little bit of time. So I'm just trying to take my time here.
Jennifer, music to our ears.
Huh?
Music to
Music to
our
your ears.
ears.
I know. I
Oh,
can't wait.
The Juki she's got there is powerful.
Yeah, I love the sound of it so bad.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so now, good. So I'm good here. So let me just show you guys again. So now I can put my hand in there. There's no change falling out right now because my hand is in there. And
Oh,
I'll-
wow.
Right, and then I have my compartment here. So, well, I haven't finished sewing yet, but at least it's my compartment here. Once I finish sewing, then my credit card or whatever would be able to stay.
Okay.
Yeah, so far so good. Okay, so now here, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take my other piece now and I'm just gonna put it on top of it. So this is my other piece here, right? Then I'm gonna put it right sides touching right side. So the right side and the right side are gonna actually touch. So I'm in the wrong side gonna be facing the table and myself, right? So let me do it here. And I'm gonna pin it down now with an opening because I have to turn the bag. So I'm gonna clone everything nicely, make sure it's pinned down. Right sides touching right sides. One thing with sewing, you had to have patience. And I guess we all could tell that, right? Because we just all could tell it. You had to have patience, and trust me, once it's like, I don't know, it's like anything. If you show it love, it will give you back love. So yeah, so you just have to have patience.
Well, Julius, for me, I really don't have no patience.
Well, you have to find patient, girl. So
It's on to this morning. This morning, my mom was telling me, she was saying, you don't have no patience at all. And I said, Mommy, you know, from ever since I growing up and you telling me about patient. Patient is, hospital is where patient is. I am not a hospital.
That's how you talk to your mom. Girl, you would have get one from me.
I know.
And Miss Dana, you would have suddenly get one from me.
All of it wouldn't come out.
I'm not in front of face. Julie, I'm not in front of face, so I could say that. If I'm there,
and hey, they don't forget.
Oh, mom is in St. Vincent.
So when she comes, she trusts me. She gonna remember.
She gonna remember to give her one.
Yeah. Oh, serious. And somebody wake me up out of my bed early this morning with some stupid text or the other. I was so mad.
It is well, my dear.
And I talked to them about it already, where they're telling me about. And he said to me, you don't have no patience at all. You're so easy to get frustrated. And I'm like,
but Jennifer, now I'm happy you said that, because now that you said that is something that you need to work on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The good thing is that you know that you don't have it. So
I don't.
That's the key. Yeah, that's the key. You have to tell yourself you need to work on that now.
Because some don't cut you off, Julie. Sometimes I'm watching like other people on YouTube with their sewing.
Right.
And all of a sudden me just like can't bother, man. We just turn away.
So that's the beauty with sewing. You have to have patience. It's like you just have to.
I guess I would have done.
If you go too fast, you spoil the thing.
Yeah, big time, big time. That's what I always say, take your time. Okay, guys, so now we're here. So Jennifer, thanks for sharing that, dear. So now we're here now. You want to make sure you pin all around the back. So you see I clone everything, so everything is pinned down, back, forth, down nicely. And I leave an opening on the side. So there's an opening here so I could pull my bag out. Good?
Okay.
And now I'm going to do 1/2 inch all the way around. I'm going to start here. Let me just turn it here. So I'm going to start, I'll start, where would I start? Okay, I'll start here. I go all around the bag, come down, and then I'm going to stop here.
Okay.
Right? Good. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Let me just turn the camera again. And yeah. So just 1/2 inch, take my time. Okay, I'm gonna pull out my pins here. Lift up and turn. So now I'm gonna work with the square, so I gotta make sure I turn nicely. Always take out your pin as you go. I mean, I know I don't always sew over it, but the goal is that you wanna make sure you take out your pin as you sew. So I think I come to the peak here. Pick up my pin, then I'm gonna lift up again and I'm gonna turn to my other peak. So go down now. So all those things will be teaching you how to pivot. Make sure you know how to, when you're doing a square neckline, you wanna know you can't just make it anyhow. You gotta make sure you pivot nicely in order to get that nice shape that you desire. All this is for the beginners class. All right, so now I pivot again and I'm gonna go down. Take my time, take up my pins. Okay, so over here, just making sure. So one thing, guys, when you sew over the pin, sometimes, of course, so now I'm over my thick fabric. I just do a little backstitch because I know it's 4 layers I'm over, or a couple more layers I'm over. So you don't have to do a backstitch, but I did a backstitch just in the beginning because I know it's a thick area. That's why. So I'll just do a backstitch at the end here just to make sure it's secure. And then I'm gonna pivot again. So I'm gonna turn nicely and I'm still at my 1/2 inch mark. Here. And nicely. I'm gonna come, then I'm gonna pivot again. I'm gonna turn to go to my final mark. That's what that'll be thick here again. I could have do a backstitch, but I forgot. I didn't. Actually, I could always go back. I'm just doing a backstitch just because I'm stepping over the couple of layers, that's all. But it's not something you have to do. Just to make it stronger. So I come to the end here, I'll do a backstitch again. And then I'm come to my full end and I do a backstitch and I'm done. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I just did. Okay, so that's it here. So you can see the black thread here. So I start here, I go over, I pivot here because I want my crisp turn. I come here, I go down. All right, and then I have, let me cut this thread out. Then I have my opening. Now what you could do, you could always trim out some of the seam allowance just to make it a little bit, I could just trim this out. I'm not gonna trim everything though, but you could always trim some of the seam allowance if you need to, like by the peak. That is just fine with me. You don't have to, but it's actually give your garment even a little bit more relaxed look when you trim the peaks. Okay, so now I am gonna turn my bag. So I'm just gonna take my time now and turn my bag nicely. Hopefully I have something to poke it in. So turn it out. My wallet, I can't say my bag, it's my wallet. So turn it out. Okay, so I just realized something actually. I could have turned the pocket down, but it's okay. I'll show you the other one, what I'm talking about. All right, so just poke it out. If you get something, I just poke, make sure everything is poked out nicely. So poke it out here. Poke it out here. You always get something sharp to kind of make the end come out nicely. Okay. And then you poke the top as well. Everything poke out. See, that's where patience come in, guys. Because when you're making it, like, what is this? You know, you gotta take time to poke out all the corners, then you have to iron it, and then you have, you know, those kind of something there. So this is this. Okay. So let me show you. So one thing I should do, I should have turned this down. It makes life easier, but I'll show my other bag because I turn it up. I could have actually turned it down, but up is fine as well. So this is how it is so far, right? You have your wallet compartment here, right? Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna iron it, right? But let me show you how we're gonna get that crisp look. So to get a crisp look now, make sure everything is in point here. So it's gonna be something like this, right? So I'm gonna iron it though, okay? So once I iron it, you'll come out even more crisp and all that. So let me go ahead and iron it now. So it would be more, you know, less.
The top stitch it?
Yeah, you could. It would give you even a more tailored look, but I didn't bother top. But when you top stitch, it give you a nice tailored look. But I'm not gonna even bother top stitch it on the thing. But definitely, you could definitely top stitch it, of course. As Miss Dana said, you could definitely do that. So I'm just gonna iron it out. So in order to get that crease, you ought to make sure that you poke out all the corners. So poking out all the corners makes a difference to make sure your bag really, really stay nicely. Like to get all the sharpness and stuff like that. Yeah. And
cut down the seams.
Yeah, you could, like I said, you could always go ahead and I didn't cut down all the seam, but to really get it really nice and relaxed, definitely, as you said, you could definitely go ahead and cut down the seams. So I think I'm gonna do something here, guys. So hold on, let me see. Okay, here. So you see now it's iron, right? It's iron nicely. Good. So moment of truth now. I'm gonna bend this up and I'll show you why I said I could have put the although you could as well. So with this one here, let me just show you because I just made it this evening. I should have followed the direction I wrote down. You see with this one now, when you bend it up, the pocket is up facing you, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this one here, I should have sewed this side down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when I bend it up now, the pocket is up, but that's fine because some wallet you could actually have to the pocket.
Right.
Yeah, you would be even more secure. So either way, it's fine, but I would still rather that I leave the opening on this side, right? As how I did here. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, let me finish it so I'll show you guys the both difference. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna be folding it up now. So we're gonna fold it up. So I'll take the bottom piece here, like where the pocket is, and I'm gonna fold it up exactly at the height of the pocket there. Mm-hmm. And remember, I also have an opening, right? So fold it up, make sure everything is level. And once I fold it now, I'm gonna take my pin, I'm gonna pin it down. And I'm gonna measure just to make sure that all the sides is nice and level. So that's what this side here that makes it a little bit hard when you're on a domestic machine because now it's a thick. The thing is, yeah, because the fabric I have is actually very thick. You could use lighter fabric, of course. It's cotton I have, but it's the really heavy type. Not so heavy, but at least it's really more 100% cotton. Or 90, or I should say 80% cotton, I should say.
That's what, 8 layers of fabric?
Yeah, so what is one, is something like that, yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, 8 when I bend it, yeah. It's 8 layers, it's 8 layer now. Plus I have interface in there. So it's something like that, right? I'm just gonna measure the side just to make sure that I have 1 1/4 here and I'm not too high. If I have 1 1/4, I'll bring that down a bit. So one side is very thick. Just making sure that everything stays nice and is not, okay. So 1 1/2, 1 1/2, perfect. Just making sure that my size, even though I measure, still making sure that my size is, okay. Like this, right? And then I'm gonna be turning it down and put my little button, right? So what I'm gonna do,
I said, okay.
So what I'm gonna do here now, I'm gonna sew this down. I'm just gonna do a little stitch here. So it's a top stitch right here. As Miss Dana was saying, but I don't know if I will top stitch the top of the bag though, but I'm just gonna do a stitch right here and a stitch right here. Okay, just to kind of secure it. So the bag is almost done. I still have to put my buttons, but the major part is like done. Okay, so let me just do this. So I'm just gonna sew right to the edge of my foot. The foot in my stitching here. Just the edge of my foot I'm gonna sew. Take your time. And you're gonna sew it nicely down. Here there's a lot of fabric going through, but the Juki would mash up that fabric easy. But with the domestic machine, I just had to be careful. See, my machine, it was so big. Guys, moment of truth, I have to change my needle.
Needle break.
It was so big. You see, so if you have a domestic machine, guys, then it's not, you want to really take your time.
Use a bigger needle.
Huh?
Use a bigger needle.
Yeah.
Are you having to change your needle because it's too thick?
Yeah, the fabric was too thick.
Okay.
So I'm putting it at size 18. So yeah. So moment of truth.
So would you get a bigger needle or the same size?
No, I think this one was a size 14. I think I can't remember. So I'm just gonna get a size 18. So a size
would a denim needle work?
More than big time. Yes, because it's a stronger needle. It's a stronger size. It's more yeah. And I think denim is size 18, right, Miss Denny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Denim is 18.
So the same thing what I'm putting on now. Size 18, yeah. So see my little bow. There you go. So moment of truth. All right, so I'm gonna put one back. Hopefully this one doesn't give me no headache. So I'm gonna put let's put it back here on the side. I'll put it on the side. Because I know when I change it, I forget, okay, because I use the both of them, the domestic and the other one. So let's see if this one, okay, don't give me no headache here. Open it a little bit. Take it out here, okay. Turn your machine off when you're changing the needle, very important.
I never do.
Huh? I'm telling you. Next thing you forget, you change the needle and your foot days. I'm telling you, you know, the last time I saw, and all this thing I wanna think to. I saw one because I'm in a couple of groups. Girl, it's a scary thing. So who can't handle anything right now? Maybe cover your ears. The needle go through her finger.
That happened to my mom.
Oh my! It was so scary. Even just look at them, my blood started like, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was falling asleep. She was making and was falling asleep.
I am telling you.
It was a big thumb.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So yeah, guys, it's very, very, I can't put it to twist. Make sure you turn the machine off all the time when you're changing the needle. Or even you're doing anything on the machine. Make sure you, once you're not using it, your foot is not ready for the pedal, just make sure that machine turn off. That's for sure. One time when I was making a dress, one of the yellow dress here, I was going somewhere, and then I think I maybe I get fat or something. When I go one step, the dress rip. so I was in a hurry. We was going somewhere, my husband and everybody was going. So then I have to like go and quickly just fix that part that was ripped. Girl, I was too rushed. That's what I say. I always say, take your time. Take your time. Girl, the machine decided gonna fix my finger. Hey. Well, at least I survived.
That happened to me last year. I was actually it was this year in February. They had the African show. They wanted me to be a vendor, so I was staying up trying to finish everything, and I was falling asleep.
Oh boy!
And dig up my top finger.
Hey. The needle fix your top finger? Was it? Oh boy.
The hole is, you can still see where it's like a black dot still on my finger.
Right. It's not easy.
Last time I sewed last winter, I got my finger twice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not easy.
I'm sure every store has a story like that.
Right. I could imagine. Oh boy. Okay, so I fix it and let me see if it can go. Because sometimes when I change it, it does give me a headache sometimes because I didn't turn it straight enough and all that. So I'm just actually hand sewing here by that really, really tough part. Yeah, just to make sure that it could go in, and yeah. If not, I'll have to manage the domestic machine and change the needle another time. Okay, so hand sewing actually do the trick here for now. My battery is low on my phone, oh boy. Okay, so one side is sewn, which is good.
Why are you calling it a domestic machine? What's the difference? Is there It's
an industrial and domestic. Domestic is the one you use at home.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So the industrial and the domestic machine. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Let me see if I could find my my chart right here. Okay, so I have 20%. Okay, so let me see if you could work with this, and I'll just have to take my time because I cannot. Okay, just take my time with this one because it's really, really thick. Yeah, it's really, really thick. I could feel it. So I'm just gonna use my hand. You know, one time I was teaching a class in Toronto when I actually was my first or my second class, and the light, there was a lot of rainstorm, and the electric light shut off in my studio. And you know, I was so excited. I was so happy that some of my students ended up using their hand. They just use it. They decided, you know what? And that was the last day of class, so nobody didn't want to come back, right? So they decided, you know, there's no machine running, no problem. I just use my hand and I would sew this garment, and eventually the light came back. It was so funny. I just remember that. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to take my time because that area is tight. So again, if you're making a wallet like this, you want to use really light fabric. The fabric I had, it was a little bit thick, and then I put lightweight interface again, make it even more thick. So yeah, I'm just taking my time to sew it down. So again, you see, Jennifer, you need patience, girl. So let's say that happens. What are you gonna do? Huh?
That happened to me, Julie. We just go like, you know what? Next day, tomorrow for you.
Put it one side.
Be patient, my dear. Be patient. Because this is
one side and come back to it another day.
I'm telling you.
But still gotta thread the needle.
Tomorrow for you. Can't bother right now. Tomorrow for you.
Well, you still gotta come back and put the needle in.
I mean, for me to sew, like really, like I think, like get into it. If I have company, like when I'm sewing, if I have somebody
talking to.
Okay, everything now is online.
Right.
So if I have somebody over there and I'm here and I'm like, okay, I'm doing this, and they say, okay, do that, and you know, then it gives me. But for me to just pick up off my own and do it, I just like. Yeah, I'll do it.
Jennifer, you know, someone said that sewing, Prentice said that sewing would definitely teach you patience. That's for sure. So, you know, once you start, you would learn, you would get it more. But you know what, but that's one thing you should tell yourself, I need to work on that. You know, when you manifest something to yourself, it come to pass. So you have to keep on telling yourself, you know what, I have to exercise patience. And that's my weak point.
You gotta learn anyway.
Huh?
Yeah,
you gotta learn because she's gonna spend a lot of time picking stuff out.
That's it, exactly. Yeah.
So that is really my weak point in everything, Julie. I don't have patience with nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Hey.
Nothing.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 2 boys. Not even when I was just about to say, not even when my kids.
No, Jennifer, no, that's serious. No, we had to talk. You had to. No.
I'm telling you, Julie, when I was home, my big son, and I tell him when I go to work on a Saturday, and I say, Rafiq, make sure when I come home, your room is clean. If it ain't clean, it's trouble between me and you. And if he don't clean it, by the time he see me coming down here, he will tell his friends them, the madumana come. And he gone by his grandmother.
I would go by my grandmother too, trust me. I would fly by my grandmother. I would definitely fly. But that's a serious thing, Jennifer. We had to talk. No, we had to definitely talk. That's serious. We're laughing as, you know, but in a nutshell, it's serious because patience is something that we could definitely have, but it's something you had to work towards.
Yes.
You want to say that?
She's aware of it, so she can work on it. We need to coach you.
Yeah, somebody have to help me.
We need to do an intervention.
Because I would not do it on my own. Honestly, I'm speaking the truth. If you leave me up to it, I don't have to. Anytime I'm doing something and it give me problem, I just like.
Well, group sewing is what you need.
You know, I need, you know, so that's my problem.
You need a sewing buddy.
That's what I'm saying. I need a sewing buddy, but I can't get none.
You have Julie now.
What do you mean you can? We have everyone. Is everyone?
Julie says busy most of it. Sometimes I feel like
that's why we have the beginners class. So you have sewing buddy once a week, my Jennifer.
Sometimes I feel like I bother Julie's too much.
No, not
well, you can always reach out to one of us and say, where are you at with that project? We'll keep you motivated.
Guys. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here.
Yay!
So that's it there.
That is
So,
beautiful.
Beautiful. Yay!
so what I'm actually looking for is my zipper foot. I have it right here, and not my buttonhole foot. I have it here, and all of a sudden it's disappeared.
I'd like to use that so badly, Julius. How
That's
to make
so
a buttonhole.
Mhm. It's so easy. It's so easy. Oh, it's on the floor here. Let me just get it here.
I can't wait to
Okay.
make a dress and put buttons in front.
There you go. There you go, my girl. Okay. So you see, this one. So this one is actually, the color is just fancy.
Julius,
love
what
that
foot
color
is
though.
this?
Huh?
What foot is this?
That's it.
Buttonhole.
That's the
no.
buttonhole.
Let me see it.
That we're gonna deal with that one. I can't remember. I can't remember that one foot, but it's a foot. It's the name of the foot. We will
Let me
figure
see
it
it.
out. Turn it the other way, Jennifer.
I knew.
Turn it the other way. Turn it the other way. I can't
Oh,
remember the
that's
name of it.
a blind hem stitch.
Blind hem stitch. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining me there. So some of them, because I never used the one, Miss Dana, so I had to kind of look it up because they're all in the manual though.
Yeah.
That's the buttonhole feet, yes.
This is the buttonhole.
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, this is the result. What we're gonna do here now is just to iron it down. So I finished the sewing. It's just to iron it down. So I'm gonna iron it down just little, but I'm gonna prepare my buttonhole fit. So my buttonhole foot now is gonna be on a different machine, not this machine. If, like, for instance, see how we make the bag? Let's say, for instance, you guys don't have anything like that. You could always make a loop, right? I didn't talk about loop, but the last time we make the bag class, you remember who? So I don't think anyone is on here, but we make loop because I don't know everyone will have the buttonhole and whatnot. So and you need to train on the buttonhole fit. So this one I'm gonna make a buttonhole right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to get in the middle of this. So all this is just freehand, guys. This is not no pattern I'm using or whatever. So I'm just gonna make my own. Hopefully it come out in the middle. The first one didn't come out in the middle. So hopefully this one come out in the middle.
Just measure the distance between both sides and then
that's what I'm
find
gonna
the middle.
I'm gonna put it together, put a crease, and then I'll measure it to make sure that I have it centered. So I'm trying to get a center part from that peak here. So it's 4 inches this side, and about, okay, so yeah, there's a little difference here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it in the middle somewhere here. So
Julie,
yeah,
is this, I don't know if you could see it. This is the size of my needle here, the 14.
it's yours is in a bag though. Those ones is in a
Yeah.
bag. Yeah, it's just in a bag.
Okay.
So, but I don't have my thing right now. But yes, I think you have different size in there. The bag would tell you what's there. Does it tell you what's there?
Yeah, it says 90/14.
A 14 inch.
Oh, 14, yes.
14 needle.
Size
Oh,
14.
Yes, I suppose.
okay. Yeah.
That's regular, right?
Actually, 12 is regular.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
11, 12 is a regular one. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So my button's gonna come here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do my buttonhole feet and then we could wrap up because it's about almost 9.
Blind hem button.
So what I'm gonna do here first, guys, I'm just gonna take my my button and I'll put them in my buttonhole feet. Sometimes the machine give me headaches, so let's hopefully that it doesn't give me a headache. So this is my buttonhole feet, and this is gonna go in the back of my machine. So I'm gonna push my video here, and I'm gonna see if I could get everything on this way. So hopefully everyone could see it. I have two screen, that's why. Okay, so this is perfectly fine. And this is okay as well. I'm just gonna retread my machine. So buttonhole fit and all this is definitely beginner friendly. I mean, beginner's class, all those little details. It's very easy, but if you don't know, of course, it would look like house and land, but
Yeah, it looked terrifying.
it looks terrifying, yeah.
It does to me.
Yeah. So the first thing again, we're gonna take out our feet. So I'm just gonna take out my feet here, and it's so easy to take out the feet. You just squeeze it and you're done. Now I'm gonna put my buttonhole feet. This is gonna be in the bottom. You could also measure the foot on the fabric, but I'm not gonna do that. I just wanna sew it.
Like this.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna squeeze this. Perfect. So we good. Now I'm gonna take my here now. And my I'm gonna put it in the back here because my buttonhole feet gonna go, it's gonna go back and then it's gonna come front. So I'm not gonna show all the details I'm gonna do. There's a few things I have to do on the machine itself. I'm not gonna show all the details here. Well, let me come here. Okay. Now I'm gonna change my length. If you have a length on the machine, I'm gonna put it to buttonhole. I'm not gonna show it, but the buttonhole, the length is buttonhole. The width gonna go full 6. Then my pattern selection dial, the big S is gonna go to the buttonhole. Hold on, let me just make sure I have everything here. You're gonna go to the buttonhole. Make sure you press the foot is up before you do that. So my S is the buttonhole. My length is the buttonhole. My width is 6. All right. And then my tension, of course, is 3. Then there's a buttonhole levy here. I'm gonna pull down, and I'm gonna push back. You have to go down and back. So hopefully it did go back here. Perfect. Then I'm gonna put my presser foot down, and hopefully I get an even buttonhole stitch. I didn't measure. I'm supposed to measure like the T. I just do a quick measurement. So let's hope you'll go to it will give me at least not a crooked buttonhole. So I'm gonna go now, put my machine on, and of course it's not on. Let's make sure it's on. There's also a hand buttonhole stitch you could do as well. It takes a longer time, but it's doable. Oh, this is even charged. It's not even charged. So. Okay. So my line is on. Okay, so I'm ready now. Hopefully this is straight. Like I said, I didn't measure to the T. My time is going back, and my fabric is thick, so I'm trying to help it to move. Going back. Now we're gonna come up. I'm trying to help it because my fabric is so thick. Okay, so it comes to the top, and then okay, so I'm done with that. I'm gonna put it aside. I'm just gonna take out my button. And I'm done with that. All right, so let me show you guys on how we're gonna open that hole now. So this is it here. So what I just made, buttonhole right here. So in order to open the hole now for the button, I'm gonna take a pin and I'm gonna put it right at the end. So right here. And the reason why I put in my pin is that when I'm cutting the hole now, I don't cut through the fabric and just make a mess. And yeah, so there's a pin right here. I'm gonna take a seam ripper now. So take a seam ripper and I'm gonna cut this open nicely with a seam ripper. So this is one I use for your seam ripper as well. And I'm just gonna slide it up, gently slide it up. So I'm just, let me see if I can do it this way for you guys to see. So gently, 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 gently slide it up. There you go. So you see, even though I make a mistake, I can't go because the pin is blocking me. That's the goal of the pin there. So I'm gonna take this out and I am gonna sew my button. So I'm just gonna measure now where my button gonna be again. I'm just gonna put a pin here and put this here. And I'm just gonna make a little mark in here. Okay. And I have some thread here. Just gonna tie the end of the thread. And I'm gonna put it like this. And I'm not gonna put it inside. I'm just gonna sew it out like this. So, because I already have a knot here. I'm gonna push my button. And you just sew the button as how you can. So put it up like this. Then I'm gonna go around it because I want my button to be a little bit space. So when I push my when I put it in the hole now, it's not rigid. Here. So again, if anyone is on my live, I forgot to keep on saying to kindly share my Facebook live. And you guys, Jennifer, you promise you're gonna share, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, dear. And
Yeah.
Miss Dana, you'll share.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Christine is there. Mary, are you gonna share the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. It's from my it's from my page. You can share it from my page. My group, you can't share you could share the group, but you can't share the video from the group. So guys, I'm almost done and it's coming up to my time to wrap, almost 9. So I'm just gonna finish it out. So I'll show you guys how everything look. And I'll show what you guys could do from one of the pockets.
Maybe next time you can show us how to cut a circle. I want to make a Christmas tree.
The skirt.
The skirt, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. We're gonna do that all on the classes.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So I think I'm gonna wrap here with this. I think it's good enough. You're just gonna do it based on whatever you think. So
that was nice. How long did it take you to do that there? It didn't take you that long.
I don't know. Remember we was chatting.
We should have timed you.
We was just chatting away, and then yeah.
Yeah, that was fast.
Oh yes. So let me just close my little purse here, girl, and just show you what it is. Yay! So this is my purse.
Gorgeous.
This is my purse.
The V came out really nice.
Well, if I make a bigger one, it'll be my little evening purse, you know, for the wedding or whatever. You know? There you go. Have a little button. Okay, so are we giving a thumbs up for that?
Yes, thumbs up.
3, 4 thumbs.
Post it so we can all comment.
3, 4 thumbs.
There you go.
Post it so we can all comment, okay?
Yeah, yes, for sure. So this is the one, you know, the button was kind of crooked. I was just trying to make it quick. But then this one, the button comes a little bit straighter, which is awesome. I'm happy for that one.
Yes.
All right, so let me tell you guys the difference and then we'll wrap. So the difference here now, when I put it down, then you have this up. The only difference here now with this one here is that the card is more inside. That's the only difference. So you have to kind of push the card inside. That's the only difference I think for this one here. So you could still you still have the opening here, but you understand what I'm trying to say, right? I should have turned this down instead of up. This one I turn it down so you could see.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that's the only difference, guys. Just make sure instead of turning it up, I could just read this one to just explain quickly and then we wrap. Just in case you don't understand, just to show you quickly. This teak, I think I do it here. So
I guess you're referring to the way you position the inside, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
so I just want to show just for people who's might try it out so they would know exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, so see for this one now, when I did it like this, I put the pocket mouth at the end here.
Should be up.
Right? In a nutshell, when I was doing the other one, I put the pocket mouth up here, which kind of makes sense in my brain. I didn't thought that I had to put it down as this one. So then when I bend it up now, it's easy to kind of put my stuff inside here. See what I'm saying? So if you make this, guys, just bend, don't make the opening here, make the opening here. That's it.
Okay.
That's the beauty with sewing. So you learn you learn as you go. So with this one now, the pocket is up. Now when I bend it now, it's down. So I don't kind of go inside to put my credit card. So I'll alter that one. But overall, you guys get the concept.
Yes.
And it come out just fine.
It happened for a reason, so you could show us.
There you go. And that's the beauty with sewing. You learn from your
mistakes.
Mistakes, yes. Because we would panic and be like, Jennifer, right, Jennifer?
Yeah.
I always remember you, girl.
Okay, guys. So love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so happy. My goal is to try to do a live every Friday. Sometimes I may have the Zoom. Some of them may not have the Zoom. So I just gonna just do the live just like that and talk about. So that's my goal moving forward. So I want to thank you guys. Let you guys all know that Jesus Christ loves you. Right? And today's a great day. If you don't know him as your personal Lord and Savior, today's a great day to get to know Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. Love every one of you guys. Kindly help me share the video, share about my sewing. and we will connect again.
Yes.
Definitely.
Good
Thank you.
night.
Good night, everyone.
Good
And
night.
everyone, Claudia, Christine, Dana, Mary, and Barbara.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good
Thank you so
night.
much.
Good night. She remembered all the
night.
names.
Yeah,
You remembered all our names.
there you go. There you go.
I'm good
Bye,
at
guys.
remembering names. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.